Hey, what's going on? My name is Eddie Kletcha, and this is my reaction for the first lesson of entrepreneurial mindset. In this lesson, they talked about the four influences to the entrepreneurial mindset, which is influence, power to choose, the locus of control, and the vision. And I found this lesson one very interesting. And in the first part, the influence, it really stressed on how some changes are important than others and have lasting effects on what you do, such as your environment. And it's a collective mindset. Circumstances don't shouldn't control your decisions. Your decisions shouldn't control your circumstances. Um, this lesson to me was kind of a little bit basic and common sense, but I mean, I still enjoyed it. And moving on to the next one, the power to choose. This one I found a little bit more interesting. This talked about the stimulus and response, so cause and effect. And they talked about the space in between the stimulus and the response, and that's the most powerful aspect to an entrepreneurial mindset, and that's your reaction. You're able to control, and the choices we make unconsciously, and that's what your reaction is, and your response is your conscious decision. The next section they moved on to was the locus of control, and they talked about the external and internal locus of control. External people who have an external locus of control mindset, they uh, they think that life is almost like a lottery. They have no control. External forces, they control what their life has to, their outcome, their overall outcome. And a person with an internal locus of control, like an entrepreneurial, is able to view in a way that they have complete control of their life, the outcome, circumstances, environment, and yeah. This was kind of interesting to me because I thought back to real life, and I mean, I definitely view myself as having an internal locus of control view, and I could see comparing to some of my friends, I'm able to see that I do, even family members they have an external locus of control, and I mean, that kind of bothers me sometimes, and I'm able to look at that, and I just can't really get my mind around that. Like I always am person, I'm always someone that has a good outlook, and I feel like I'm able to control my life based on external forces don't really affect me. The next section they moved to was the vision of power, which is um, reaching a goal that has a greater meaning. This was my favorite section of this first lesson because they actually had guest speakers that to me I found very interesting. They started off talking about Brian S. and he's the guy that started with the Got Junk and started with $1,000, moved his way through college and got 7 trucks of these junk removal, and he built an empire to $100 million business. And I mean, to me, that's just a huge. I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? I just think that's amazing. I mean, it's a real motivation for me. And I liked how he talked about when he was stuck, how what he did. And I wrote down on a piece of paper this. When he was stuck, he closed his eyes, grabbed a piece of paper, and he envisioned his ultimate goal, and that was to have this worldwide junk removal, him be the number one. And his what he did was he thought of all the possibilities, wrote them down on a piece of paper, set an ultimate goal, and followed through to get that ultimate goal. And he really stressed on dreaming big, and I think that's awesome. Um, the next guy they brought up was Ryan Blair, and I didn't know what Ryan Blair ultimately did. They didn't really get into detail, so I actually Googled him after. But Ryan Blair, at the age of 25, sold his business that he made for $25 million. And I looked up his story. It was really interesting as well. And I don't know. I'm really looking forward to this class and this first lesson. Although in the beginning I felt it was kind of common sense and a little bit basic, I did actually get some good information and stuff that I wrote down that I plan on using in the future. So I look forward to the next lessons, and thank you.